In this brief presentation, we'll be discussing the Uberfoam dispenser and the recommended hand soap. All the information contained in this short video is proprietary and intellectual property of Hygienics LLC. After years of development, we've come up with a design that successfully allows you to enjoy the benefits of foam soap. Some of these benefits are, of course, cost savings. Foam soap uses less actual chemicals and also saves water. Consistent ADA compliance. The Uberfoam dispensers consistently pass ADA inspections with flying colors. Also improved customer experience. It's been noted that everybody loves foam soap, and they'll appreciate the fact that you have it in your stores. And in some markets that are worried about water usage and environmental issues, there will be improved environmental impact by using foam soap. In this video, we'll cover how to install the units, how to properly maintain them, and also how to do some troubleshooting of your sample Uberfoam dispensers. This is the Uberfoam soap dispenser, a brief overview of the components. We have at the bottom, this is the suction tube with a check valve that makes it so that it keeps its prime. Next up is the coupler that swivels. It allows you to put different size containers depending on how much space you have. And then the threaded 20mm threaded tube, and the body is one component. It's the main component of the dispenser. Then there's the mounting nut, which allows you to fasten it to the counter or the sink. And then you have the plastic nozzle slash button, which is the part that you manually push to dispense. This is the main part of the whole dispenser, which is the stainless steel body, which is milled out of solid 304 stainless, and then the 20mm threaded tube that's fused to it. So this is actually one piece, and then the body actually does have an adhesive film on it, and it's protected by this little piece of paper which you would peel off before you actually install it. This is the Rexam foamer pump, which is what actually goes down into the body, drops in like so, and then this black plastic retaining nut is what actually ends up screwing into that and holds the pump in place. And that would actually be cinched down with a special pump tool, which we'll show you in a little bit. This is the close-up of the plastic tube that draws the soap up from the reservoir up to the pump. I'm just going to show you the detail of this. Basically, this Rexam pump gently fits to the hose, and so that's what allows it to draw the soap up to the pump. When it comes to troubleshooting, sometimes there might be the complaint that the dispenser only pumps out liquid and not foam. Just note that at the top of each pump is this little foamer. This is the actual component that creates the foam, and sometimes if a customer or somebody else tampers with it and they lose this foamer, and then they try to put it back together and it doesn't foam, that'll be the cause of that. Another possible complaint that could be troubleshooted, and not that common, but the fact is this tube is just press fit to the bottom of the pump. Sometimes that'll, if somebody's messing with the bottle below, they might accidentally pull this tube out, and it'll become disconnected, and that'll make it so the dispenser doesn't pump out anything at all. Well, it could be just as simple as reconnecting the hose to the pump. We'll fix that. Another common thing to encounter is that perhaps if you notice that when you push the button down that it comes up slowly or may not even come up at all, then it's more likely the pump is worn, and that's telling you that it's possibly time to replace the pump. Now we're going to discuss the event of actually, or the task of changing the pump. First, you'll carefully grab the button and pull straight up, and it should snap off easy enough. We're going to also look at the possibility that even though the pump is bad, there's a good chance that the foamer still works well, so this is a good thing to hang on to in case you have another store that is missing a foamer. Then you have like a little back stock of spare foamers that you've collected. You're going to take a provided pump tool. This one's kind of a not very pretty one. So you basically unscrew the retainer. The retainer comes out. You're going to give it a wiggle and you'll see that the pump is actually connected to the hose. Just with one hand, pull the pump off and hold the hose with the other hand, and then with the new pump, squeeze it in place and drop it down into the pump body. Make note of that you need the holes, the divots up, so that you can use the pump tool to cinch it down. And then of course we're going to replace the button. You want to push that down until it actually snaps and clicks in place. There's a little dent there, but once you do that, then it's back on and ready to pump out foam. Okay, now we're going to talk about the actual Uberfoam soap that is recommended for the dispenser. It's actually an environmentally friendly combination of plant-based components, and it also has added special lubrication that prolongs the pump life. And so this is what we're offering to Quick Trip to use with the dispensers. After you fill the whichever size reservoir that you decide you want to use, this is the 20-ounce one for tight confined spaces, or the half-gallon F-style, or the quart that you're used to. If these other smaller bottles are what you're opting to use, you want to save these bottles and refill it with the gallon jug. This would become your back stock that you would keep in back, and you would refill these and not throw them away. If the occasion rises that the entire gallon jug will fit underneath the sink without any issues, then this is something that once it ran out and you placed another jug on there, then you could dispose of this or recycle it, whichever you choose. But then you take the, once you refill, you can reach down and screw that on there, finger tight, and oops, pop out soap. Just want to take this moment and thank you for your time. And if you have any questions, feel free to call me at 816-679-2041.